Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Diane Daniels. A second woman has come forward tonight accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. Kavanaugh is denying this latest allegation. The New Yorker is reporting today on its website that a former Yale classmate of Kavanaugh's says Kavanaugh exposed himself to her during a drunken dorm party during the 1983-84 academic year. Kavanaugh is slated to testify Thursday about the first allegation of sex assault, that one dating back to a high school party more than 35 years ago. His accuser in that case, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, is also set to testify on Thursday. Alrighty, thank you, Ed. If you have plans to head to the beach along Lake Michigan this week, we've got some video tonight that you have got to see as a reminder of the dangers that rip currents can pose. So this is what happened yesterday afternoon when a swimmer got stranded about a half-mile from shore out at the Warren Dunes. The Chickamauga Township rescue team fortunately was able to get to the man before it was too late. We've slowed down the video here because you can barely see the swimmer, and we've highlighted where he is in the water, his head just bobbing above the surface at times as rescuers approach. Once they got to him, they got him out of the water easily and safely back to shore. The executive director for the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project says this man is lucky to be alive tonight and must have been able to float or tread water long enough to give the rescue crews time to arrive and rescue him. Well, now to a story of a water rescue that ended in tragedy. A mother whose son drowned last weekend at a birthday party in Cass County is speaking out tonight for the very first time. Kelly Hildebrand of Hamlet in Stark County describes her 11-year-old son who died, Dayton, as a fun, outgoing boy. His funeral was held yesterday. He drowned last weekend at a pool party in Cass County at a home on M51 in Howard Township. Hildebrand says her son grew up swimming, and the family is shocked he died in such a tragic way. Dayton's drowning is believed to be accidental, according to the Cass County Sheriff's Department, but their investigation into the case is ongoing. A woman went to the hospital this morning for smoke inhalation following a fire at an Elkhart area home. It happened in the 26,000 block of Lakeview Drive, south of Simonton Lake in Oslo Township. A fire official on scene thought the woman who was being treated is going to be okay. Multiple fire departments were called out to provide mutual aid. In fact, it took about 90 minutes to get that fire under control this morning. In Michigan this weekend, a judge is changing course and says he might make a decision on a major challenge to the state's election law before November 6th. The issue is whether it's constitutional or not to require young voters to vote in person in their first election if they registered by mail. Lawyers for college Democrats say the restriction prevents students from voting in college towns and discourages them from participating in the process. The lawsuit wasn't filed until August 30th. The judge hearing the case says he'll hold a preliminary injunction hearing next month. Families came together for a very special reunion today. St. Joseph Regional Medical Center hosted its annual neonatal intensive care unit reunion. WSBT 22's Lauren Becker was there, and she joins me now live here in the studio tonight with more. Lauren? Alrighty, thank you so much, Lauren. Coming up next, we begin our week-long series of special reports impacted by guns. Coming up tonight, a look at a program trying to intervene with young people before it's too late. Cities all across the country are impacted by guns, and South Bend certainly is not immune. But there are some signs the problem may be getting better. In 2017, there were more than 100 shootings in the city. 16 of them were deadly. This year, though, the numbers are down. But everyone agrees one shooting still is too many. WSBT 22's Veronica Ortega is here now with a closer look at how South Bend is trying to stop gun violence. Thanks, Veronica. And for gunshot survivors, the road to recovery can be a long one. WSBT 22's Caitlin Connon sat down with some of those survivors to talk with them about what the bullets did to their bodies and about how being shot often triggers post-traumatic stress disorder. Our week-long look at the impact of guns continues tomorrow on WSBT 22 News at 6. As we talk more with multiple shooting survivors. And stay with us here at 11 as we take a live look over downtown South Bend on our First Alert weather camera. Meteorologist Ed Russo is in next with your work week forecast.
top of the leaderboard once again.
Alrighty, thanks, Adam. Stay right here. We're back in a moment.
The week.
Alrighty, thanks, Ed. Thanks for watching. Next news starts for you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. You can stay up to date anytime with the WSBT 22 app. Have a great night.